On this week's episode, I tell you the food that I absolutely hate, my favorite brand of clothes, my favorite kind of porn, and I try my hand at playing Just Dance 2. My name is PTrippy. People say I'm funny, weird, and sometimes a little insane. But that's me for ya. This is Ask PTrippy. What up, guys? So, before I get into the questions, I just want to say thank you for the large sum of questions I got, especially you, SwiftTubeHD. 11 questions? Jeez! I mean, come on. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to answer all of the questions I got because this episode then would be likely 15 to 20 minutes long. So don't worry if I don't answer some of your questions. It just means I will be answering them in a future episode. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get into the questions, shall we? Alright, I'm going to start off this week's episode with a question from Bella Missy X0X. And she, 3 weeks ago, said, can you play a round of Just Dance 2 on the Wii? And I originally said no because I gotta fix our Wii. Well, guess what? I finally fixed our Wii, and I got Just Dance 2 to load. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do some booty shaking. Now, before I get into the booty shaking, let me just say I don't have a device, nor do I have another camera that I can film the TV screen. So like I could put it, when I'm editing, I could put it like on the bottom here. So basically all you're gonna see is me dancing and hearing the song in the background. But then at the end, I take the camera and I show you my score, yada yada yada. So anyway, with that, here's me dancing. Alright, let's do that. Oh my god, yes! No. Wait. Where is that? There it is. I'm terrible at this.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction. 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 Satisfaction.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
see if I can get the score on here. Woo! Alright, now you all know I'm a terrible dancer. Anyway, Bella Missy X0X also wants to know, will I ever do an Apple Store dance? I don't know. I would love to, but sometimes that's out of my comfort zone, embarrassing myself in public. So I don't really know. Maybe. Alright, I have 5 questions from SwiftTube HD. First, he wants me to do an advert on nuclear bombs. Alright, that's a terrible idea. I'm not doing it. Even my mom agrees with me, because next thing you know, I'm gonna have FBI pounding on my door like, where's the nuclear bombs? And I don't have any and I get arrested, and that'd be terrible. So I'm not gonna do that. But what I will do is basically stretch my face and say my dad is a banker. I know where this is going. My dad is a spanker. He actually is a spanker. No, I'm just kidding. He's not a spanker, not that I know of. Anyway, SwiftTube HD also wants me to say Polly ship behind the door as fast as I can 15 times. Alright, so I know where this is going to end up, but I'm going to do it anyway. Polly ship behind the door, 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 Polly ship down the I screwed up on that last one. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to sound like you're saying pile of shit behind the door. Maybe? But it didn't sound like it. Anyway, SwiftTube HD also wants to know, would I rather be black or white? I'd rather be white, and I'm not going to tell you why, because then that would be totally racist. Anyway, moving on, he also wants to know what's my favorite type of porn. Didn't really get out of these weird questions, I guess. My favorite kind of porn is anything hardcore. Alright, now I got 3 questions from Molly Durden. First, he wants me to say fart 10 times. Okay, fart, 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 fart. Ew, I need to change my underwear. Alright, I'm back. I got some new underpants on. So continuing, Molly Durden also wants to know blue or black. I don't really know what you mean by this question. I mean, it could pertain to many things, but if you're talking about colors, I'm just gonna answer this how I interpret it. I like both colors, but blue is obviously my favorite. And lastly, she wants to know what brand of clothes is my favorite. I don't know if this is a brand, but it's a store. My favorite place to shop for clothes is H&M. Alright, now I got 2 questions from Dog AG Lover. First, she wants me to say Quan Bear Boo Bait. Okay. The other question she wants to know is, what is the food that I absolutely hate? The food that I absolutely hate is seafood other than fish. I obviously don't eat any kind of seafood anymore, but when I was vegetarian, and even before I wasn't vegetarian, I just did not like any other seafood other than fish. I just didn't like the texture, and I think part of it may have been the way it looked. I haven't seen like crab, lobster, or anything like that in a while, so I can't exactly remember my thoughts, but I just know I just never liked seafood other than fish. Alright, I'm gonna answer 1 question from A McAchee. Sorry about that, my phone just went off. I forgot to turn it off. I don't know if you heard that. Anyway, distraction! Okay, so he wants me to say, my smoke was a joke and a joke by Steve the Goat. Interesting. So, that's all I got for this week's episode. So, please leave me your silly, goofy, weird, general questions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please click that like button down below. Also down below is a subscribe button. Click it now. I upload awesome content like this every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. So subscribe now to avoid missing out. And don't forget, you can find me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and you can circle me on Google+. Alright, I'm PTrippy. Thanks for all the questions. I love you guys, and as always, thanks for watching.